Hey there guys, Project Nova again, and this is the second part of the video which should have followed the first one. I've uploaded it around the same time, and this one we're going to talk a little bit about the actual gameplay itself instead of essentially the mechanics of it. So first off, I'm just giving you here like a brief look at the skill trees. When you get to level 10, you get to pick out two specifications, to be a commando, or, oh wait, no, it's gone completely out of my head, I've not a clue what the other one was, but I picked the commando, that's all I know, the one with the big gun, that's the one I went for, and once you pick them, you then open up 3 skill trees. So essentially, for each class, there are 6 skill trees.
It's good to see another brave soul, soldier.
So I'm going to talk over the people talking. It's no big deal, but yeah, in total there are 6. Wait, no. 8 skill trees per faction. I think. Am I right? Yeah, something like that. But as you'll see in a minute, as I receive this quest off this Captain Guard person, who's saying that the actual authorities abandoned that area because it was too basically dangerous. So everyone's ran off essentially. Everyone's been withdrawn except him. He seems to have stayed for some reason. He's obviously got a death wish.
Only cowards attack civilian targets.
Yeah, it's one thing when the gang shoot at us, but killing innocents for fun? I try to defuse the crates myself. The mechanics are simple.
Okay, now they talked about a little game these bandits are playing where they rig supply crates and blow civilians up. How kind are they?
That's just what I needed to hear.
One thing I don't like, which you may see later on, is the fact that you have to walk a lot for your quest. I mean, I know maybe like level 20 or something, you might get like a speeder or something like that, or, you know, like a mount. But you have to walk a lot, and I think it's just a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. I don't think I've got the patience to really walk everywhere. I mean, obviously, if it was like, let's say, a fast travel, that would be perfect. But then again, I suppose it'd make the whole game a bit easier. But because what I think about the combat in terms of the enemies, I think that they're just the right difficulty. For instance, when you take on an enemy, they proper make you feel like a boss, basically. Because, oh yeah, just as you can see there, that recharge and reload skill, it's essentially, the Jedi's have meditate, and the Sith have channel hatred. It basically reloads all your mana and on your health, and also your companion's health and all them things like that. But what I wanted to say is, yeah, what was I saying? Ah, yes, that's what I was saying. When you take on some enemy in Warcraft, for instance, again referring to that, I tried my best to like pull one mob and then take that out and then concentrate on the other mob. You know, I couldn't pull full groups and just take them all out. But in this, you don't really have a choice. For instance, I don't know if you'll see any here, but you basically, there's about a group of 4. There's always a group of about 4 or 5 people, and you attack them, and they all attack you, and you own them basically, especially with your companion there. And as you just seen there was essentially a shield barrier that just lets you know it's your story plot. Only you can go in there. If you go in there, no one else can follow you and, you know, take over your story bit, okay? But if you go in there with a group, it's kind of like a group instance, so you all get to speak. Now, with the combat, yeah, the walking, at the end of this quest, when I did this quest, I had to walk for approximately 15 minutes. I think it took me about 10-15 minutes to walk back to hand a quest in right near the start of this section, I suppose. Now, I've noticed throughout the entire game you're playing that I've always had to walk everywhere. It's very far. Now, because this is in the city, I'm not sure if they've, like... Because when you wasn't in the city, when you're on a planet, they have, like, flight points on the planet for you to go from there to there, but obviously it still requires walking, because you have to actually go to the actual flight point first and discover it. But on this station, or this is a planet as well, so I don't understand. Speeders can only go to sections, and then you have to walk around these sections. But these sections in the giant armors, they really are big. They really have gone to town and created big maps. But when you're doing an MMO, what do you expect? You want big maps. You want lots of places to go. Now,
just be sure that handsome face of yours makes a bad
ignore that bit. I may have pressed flirt. Shut up. It's there for a reason. I pressed it. Screw you. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the combination I use in terms of when I kill people. Oh yeah, and your companions, they kind of make random noises. Why? I don't know. It's like they go, "You're dead," and there's no enemies around at all, unless you threaten him there. We can't have that. Kill him. I'll kick his ass. I probably wouldn't. I really would get owned off my own companion, which is pretty sad. Because basically your companion's just like another player. He really does own. Alright, okay, as you can see here, first thing I do is throw a sticky grenade. Then I'll throw I'm not sure what the grenade's called, but it's like an ice grenade. It freezes them for a few seconds. And then I just go all out on the hammering shots, which is the first one, which is just a right click. Whatever's in the first slot is a right click, it fires. And the second one, which is auto fire, which is kind of like... The best thing about this is that all these people are weak. All them enemies I just killed, so they all get affected by it in different ways. So, for instance, when I take on this trooper there, you see there is that trooper I've got selected right now. I make him attack first, my companion, so he gains aggro. So when he does his big shot, it won't be on me. And then bam, right there, you've seen the mortar volley, I think it was. That just tears people up. If I fired that into the middle of 5 enemies, they would all die. That's kind of how it makes you feel like a boss. You just rate anything. You literally kill it and be done with it and go on to the next group and rinse and repeat. So I think the one I've not used so much as of yet is the kind of like the one with the electric shock. I don't know if you've seen it in the films or any other games. The electric shock they do for their rifle. I don't use the pulse beam, which is kind of like a powerful shot you can use when they're kind of like a bit weakened. And what is the other one? Oh yeah, with where you hit them with the butt of your gun. I barely use that. If they get close, it's powerful, I suppose, but I'm not going to run up to them just to hit them with my gun. Now, I tend to, as you've seen in the last one when I was fighting the people with kind of like lightsabers, they were really just like energy swords, I suppose. So, what I did with them is, when I killed that group, I threw my ice one at the ones with the energy swords, because they get up close and personal and they can do some damage if they start getting to you. And he was coming for me because obviously I gain the aggro by, because I'm the player. I gain most of the aggro. And the companion's kind of like second. So I threw that to stop him moving for a second while I dealt with everyone else. But I'm going to give my impressions, really, of what I expect now. Now, the thing with this is, because I've got another videos to come, but I'm not going to have any commentary over them, because I just thought, why not? I'm allowed, by the way, I believe they're letting me put it up without any commentary, which is good. Now, my final decision of this game is yes, I'm going to get it. It has a fabulous storyline. Oh wait, me dog's snoring. Finally, shut up! Thank you. It has a fabulous storyline. The combat is different, maybe a bit slow. The companions are a bit idiotic. The quests are never always the same. They're always something different. And when you talk to the NPCs, they actually fill you in on the details. Each specific story is great. And until next time, guys, peace out.